My name is Sherri Simpson, and my husband Wayne and I have been coming to UBC for a little over 4 years. I currently work at a local high school as a secretary in the truancy and a discipline department, so I don't get to see the best of the best. This time last year, I was considering early retirement. I had it all planned because that was my desire, and it was all written out and ready to go on my little spreadsheet. Then the Make Him Known initiative came, and we just were on board with the mission right away because we believe in what this church believes in when we have a pastor who preaches the word every day. And then when the church corporately stopped to pray and to fast, we couldn't help but want to be a little part of this vision. We took our pledge card and we prayed over it, and we agreed about an amount. And after I did the card and put in my Bible to put in for Sunday, I just kept coming back to the word sacrifice, sacrifice. It just bouncing around in my head. And I went back to Wayne and I was like, I think we need to give a little bit more. And he agreed with me because God has always provided what we need. And he agreed with me, but he also reminded me there was a chance I could not retire. So we filled out the card and we gave it in peace, and I did not feel any regret about that. And then a month later, I was sitting in my office, and it's a negotiating year for our contract at school, and one of the negotiators came in and she said, "Do you want to see your raise?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And she said, "This year we went a little above and beyond for secretaries because we've noticed that the secretaries are not on par with other school districts." I'm like, "Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it." And she gave me the percentages, and I went home and I ran the numbers, and I came out to Wayne and I'm like, "You want to know how much my raise is?" And he's, of course, "Yeah." And I said, "It's the exact amount that we pledged, plus $26. So I'm pretty excited to see what God's going to do with those $26. The word sacrifice kept coming up. Where is the sacrifice? I thank you for providing, but I feel like I might have missed the sacrifice part. And I'm not into audible voices, but if there was one, I heard it. And it was just Lord saying, "Are you going to retire?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, it was never about the money. It was never about your paycheck or your raise. It was always about the surrender of your desires and your plans. And I now can go back to work, and I look at the kids in the hallway, and I know who we need to make known to him. This is a very dark place. Pray for your administrators and your teachers, because it is, the culture is telling them how to live their life, and the people of God are not. And it's just, I see them differently. And so that's who's right outside our door. Those are the ones who need Jesus. And it started with hearing the vision, and then it started with a card pledge, and it started with the word sacrifice, and ended with a surrender, a quiet surrender of my desires and my plans to become more like his. I think sometimes we can limit ourselves with age, and yet God is not done with me, and I know that. And that's exciting to know you're still useful.